Welcome back to my channel. It's Christian here, and you're tuned in for more of my 2 cents. I am so excited to have you guys here. Thank you so much for joining me on the channel in my part of the YouTubeverse, okay? I am excited about today's question. It's a question, and I'm going to answer it. But before I do, let's go with the 3 points that matter most before we start talking. Number 1, you're not alone. Number 2, you're not crazy. Number 3, God, your creator, still loves you, and I do too. I am Christian, and I give my 2 cents on an array of topics, right? From religion to family, friendship, love, marriage, relationship, parenting, and all of that. But mostly a very, very heavy anchor on the religious and the spirituality of it all, in the church, in the deconstruction, in the deconversion, and all of the problems, and the toxicity, and the cultish. Honey, that's me. And recently, you guys have been sending in your emails with questions, with stories. I've also been giving commentary and live reaction to some Reddit threads that I've been finding, and I am really enjoying the experience. I mean, like, I think I'm getting it. I think I'm getting it, and it's good. And today's going to be one on small groups. It's going to be a question about a small group, and I want to expound upon that. I don't think I've ever done a video talking about small groups, but I would like to talk about it today. And this question fits perfectly. So this person says, should I feel guilty for not liking nor attending small groups at church? Okay. I'm a male in my 20s, and I find small groups rather awkward. On the other hand, I love volunteering in my church where needed. I'm more inclined towards action than sitting around in a circle talking to others. However, the leadership is always talking about the importance of joining a small group. I know they mean well, but I'm just not that into that sort of thing. Any thoughts? Well, I'm going to tell you this. I don't like them. I don't like them, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't like them. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Shortest video in history. I'm just playing. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I do not have a, child, let me get the phone charger out here for the people. Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, boom, there we go. Okay, so I do not have a problem with groups. I don't like the small group narrative or the small group setting. And I'm gonna tell you why. It usually gives people a bird's eye view into your life, and they are able to keep tabs on you, like from a spirituality, well, from a religious standpoint, right? It also causes and gives its way to cliques in church, cliques in ministry, where the people that you're in that group with, y'all are clicked up, like, and when new people come to the church, new people join or whatever, it's like y'all have already built your circle. You've already built your community. You've already built your tribe. You already got your folk, right? I don't want to add nobody else to the group. I don't know if I like her like that. I don't know if they're going to come in and take my spot. I may be, you know, the hot girl, the hot boy, the hot couple, the hot family. And, you know, oh my God, they're going to come in with all these qualities and all these, you know, and people may like them more than me. It creates, in my opinion, a very, not combative, but open to comparison. An environment that just leads people to compare and to click up. And I don't think that that is okay. I know that the point of small groups is to expand upon the word, to do Bible studies together, to do life on life, to hold each other accountable. But hold each other accountable for what? For what? You have regular friends and family, and I always have looked at small groups as like little mini cults that just break off, little cult breakout sessions, okay? Where you're coming to my house, you're in my space, I'm coming to your house, I'm in your space, I'm looking at what you do, I'm peering behind the curtain. How does he talk to his wife? How do they parent? What does their house look like? Does she have time for her family? Like, it's just too much access beyond church. And I don't think that that's necessary. I really don't. Now, if you need someone to talk to, a shoulder to cry on, a friend to, you know, call on or shop with or do brunch or lunch or whatever, you can definitely make those relationships organically in church. I just feel like the small group assignment of it all really does give leadership a bird's eye view into your life. to like really have access from someone else in leadership to go back and tell, you know, the pastor or whoever what you're doing, what you're not doing, how it's going. And I don't think that that is what church is for. I just honestly don't. I don't think that people should just be gathering up and enjoying kikis or whatever on their own personal time, because that's where a lot of interpersonal damage can be done. And there's no standard. Like there's nobody to answer to once you're doing small groups. Everybody's just doing whatever. Everybody's having their own little breakout, like I said, little breakout cult sessions. You got your leader of your small group. You're admiring them, you're inspired by them, you're trusting them, you hold them and you esteem them highly. And then you get to church and it's like nobody else exists, or I can't do this because they're watching, or no, I can't be a part of that because I got this to do. And it's like that. Keep them involved as much as you can. So prayer on Mondays, Bible study on Wednesdays, small groups on Fridays, church on Sundays. So you don't really have that much time to yourself because you're constantly engaged with church, with the ministry, with religion. And that's on purpose. That's for any organization. They want to keep you involved as much as they can to have as much control, power, and access, because if you lose those pressure points, you cannot influence the individual. So if I'm missing days to get in your ear, if I'm missing days to impress on your mind, like even in marketing, this just came to me, impressions. Like if you are an influencer, if you're in business, you use social media, if you're into marketing, you care about the impressions that are made to turn people and convert them from viewers to consumers. Come on with the message, honey. Okay, this is fresh manna. Okay, that's exactly what a small group is. It's about impressions. How many impressions can they make on you? You have all of these different points in your week. You have all of these different points in your life where you're constantly in connection, in communication, in contact with people from your organization, and they can be very effective. They can be very influential. They can be very impactful because they're making impressions on your life. They're part of, you know, oh yeah, I can pick up little Janie and take her to, you know, her Girl Scouts meeting, or I can, oh yeah, you know, Bridget is in the same, you know, tumble class as Sarah, and I can get them and bring them home and get them a snack. Those are impressions. And so the more impressions they make, the more influence they have. And small groups does that. And I definitely can speak to the cliquish side of things. I've never been a part of a small group, nor have my husband. So I'm not speaking from my own firsthand experience. I'm speaking from the experience of what I've seen other people deal with small groups. The cliquish, the click of it all, and the possible, the meshy, like the mess in the S, the meshy, the meshy side of small groups, when spouses start commingling and talking to each other beyond the small group. Because you got people in your home, in your face, in your space, in your place, wanting to take your place. How about that? Seeing how your spouse treats their spouse versus how yours treat you. All of that stuff, you're in each other's space. You're sharing life on life engagement, and there's really no limits, no boundaries. Shout out to Israel Houghton. Okay? I see mess all around me. That's what it be given. And so there has to be a clean break. If you enjoy serving, then do that, right? Volunteer wherever you're needed. But if you feel like small groups are awkward, don't go. Don't be forced into it. And then, you know, like leadership talking about the importance of joining a small group. Like I said, that's because they want to keep on having impressions. They want to keep making impressions. If I'm running an ad on social media, the impressions come from people who engage with the ad, who click on it, who go to the website, or how many timelines it shows up in, or how long someone stays on that, how long in the video do they last through the ad, or how many times do they go past the ad, whatever it looks like, whatever we're talking about, impressions. And small groups gives them that. If you're in a group of people who go to the same church as you, or they're in the same organizations as you, they're probably thinking like you, believing like you, acting like you. So y'all can all have groupthink together. There's a problem there when there is no difference of opinion, there's no difference of voice, there's no variation of perspective. Everybody thinks, believes, talks, acts, and carries on the same way. So there's no contrast. From my experience, Contrast gives so much color and joy to life. If everything looked the same, you wouldn't enjoy that. Like this lipstick gives contrast to what I have going on. If I just had on lipstick, lip gloss, or Carmex, yeah, it would blend. You know what I'm saying? It would give basic Becky. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you do. But it's giving contrast right now. Got the hair rub, got the baby edge, got the edges, got the baby hairs, got the red lip. It's giving pop. There's some contrast. There's something adding to that. But when you're in relationship with people who don't have any differing of opinion, the same views, the same outlook, the same walk in life, the same points that are agreed upon, how are you growing? And usually you're in a small group so you can be further converted. So somebody can really take you over to the next level. Like, he's a good one, but he just needs to be a little bit more faithful. He really needs a little more direction. Go direct him. Join him. Invite him over to your small group this Wednesday. Yeah, because it's like a recruiting. Like, you're new here, come join this group so we can get you a little bit more acclimated with what we think, what we believe, how we move, and what we do. And a small group is the easiest way to do that. Especially, okay. All right, well, the thunder is coming, honey. Especially when the leadership can't get to you because it's a big ministry. A small groups is the way, honey, the truth and the life. They finna get you through a small group because it's easier. Like, you're right there and I can, invite you, include you, and cue you in. The pastor can't get to you, but I can. Right? So they make it appear authentic and real and like you're going to be getting something that you just can't get anywhere else. But really, it's just like it's like getting that hook in you and baby, you in. Like, at that point, they calling your phone when they don't see you, right? Oh, we just been missing you. Don't worry about don't call my phone. That's back there's where you have me. Don't call my phone. If I don't come, I'll let you know when I'll let you know. Don't call my people to reach out to your people. That's why I never did the small groups, because I don't like being watched. I don't like people, watching me, asking me questions about my lifestyle or where I am or what I'm doing, where we were, or nothing like that. Like, I share when I want to share. This is not, any kind of group that I need to go to for any kind of, therapy or counseling session or support group. And that's really what a small group is. It's a religious support group. And they want to make sure that you are on the path, all right? Not to eternal salvation, but to eternal membership. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Stay right here. So follow your inkling. If you feel like in your heart of hearts that it's awkward and you don't want to do it, don't do it. And there's that. Don't feel bad. Don't let anybody pressure you into a small group, because it usually has bigger plans or a bigger motive. I'm just saying. All right. Thank you so much for sending in that question. If you have a question or if you have a story you want to share, go ahead, drop down in the description box below, get the email address and send it my way. I would love to share with the 2 Cents crew. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to add you over here. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.